there. Ah, you guys. Now can you hear me? I hope you can hear me now. Now I can't see my comments. So what I did was I cleaned the lens off, and now I don't see any. Oh, there we go. Okay. Do you have sound now, you guys? I think you do. There's no sound still. Hello, Eliza. Can you guys hear me now? I had the sound turned off on accident.
That sounds like a good thing.
Hi, Sharon. How are you? Yes, you can hear me? Oh, good. Oh, my gosh, you guys. Now I can hear you. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Robin, Sharon, Eliza, Carly. How are you, girl? Dee, Karen, everyone, Dawn. Thank you, all of you, for coming in. Sorry I put you guys on mute. I did not mean to do that. Hi, Heidi. How are you? Hi, Debbie. How are you doing? Okay, so this is my little project that I started quite a while ago. I've showed it to you guys, but it's been a long time. It is not finished. I have a lot of blinging to do on it, and I have the back of it to completely finish putting the foliage on. So that's what I'm going to be doing with you guys today. But I love this little project. I'll show you what this little fairy mushroom house is created by using. It's an upcycled. You ready? It's an upcycled pop bottle. There's the cap, there's the bottle, and then I cut little doors and houses out of it. I did have a light that went up inside of it, and I meant to find another one. It does light up, you guys. There is a hole right here, and when you put a battery-operated light up in it, it lights up. It's beautiful. It's really a pretty little item. Hi, Alyssa. Thank you for joining me. So that's what I'm going to be doing with you guys today. I'm going to be sitting here with my face in my project. I apologize ahead of time, but that is what I want to get completed today for my unfinished business project. So, how are you guys all doing? Are y'all having a good day? It's been quiet over here. I'm falling asleep over here. I'm so stinking tired. So one of the first things that I want to add in here, of course, is going to be foliage and some more. I have rhinestones. I'm going to be putting red and white rhinestones all around the mushroom parts. And then I have these little tiny animals. Thanks, Heidi and Sharon. I have these little animals that I just got from, I believe, the little chocolate bunny, the little brown bunny. This I believe is from Crafty Ma'am. And then this little frog and little mouse, these came from Marissa at Deskcraft Boutique. So those will be added to my project. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much, you guys. I cannot believe how warm my house is, you guys, and there's no heat on in here. And it's just warm. I mean, if I opened the windows, it would get too chilly. It's, you know, it's that in-between thing where it's either, I don't know, you're either warm and you just kind of sit with it, or you get chilly. I don't know. Maybe I'm having hot flashes. I don't think so, though. Anyway, let's get started, you guys, because I do have a lot to do. Do you guys want me? I can bring you down to where you're seeing more of my project, or I can look up a lot and talk to you guys. What would you guys prefer? Do you want to be down here seeing me bling, or do you want to visit? It's up to you guys. I can actually do both. I can do it like that, and then you can see my work. Will that work for you guys? So let me know if you guys like that idea. But I'm going to get out some liquid fusion. And one of the first things that I want to do is put this little bunny over here in the corner. And as I do each of these little items, I will be lifting it up and showing it to you. So let me get the three little things I'm adding in, and then I will show you. So this little guy's going to look like he's over here in the corner getting ready to go underneath them bushes or something. Is that okay? Good, Karen. All right. So that little guy is going to go right there. And then I'm going to put the little frog over here like he's coming out of the foliage. Have any of you, I know some of you live in Florida and you have plants like this all the time. I do not. Where I live, we have perennials, but they're nothing like this. Not really. And my perennials, they, you know, they die, of course, and get covered up by snow. Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, Debbie. I got this from Maricela. This is from Mariposa's Creations, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's where I got this from. It is. I get to buy in stuff, you guys, and sometimes I forget for just a second. I have to think about where I got it. But this came from her. All right, and this little mouse is going to go over here like he's coming out from underneath this rock. I had so much fun with this project, you guys. I just love little things like this. This is right up my alley. This is what I can do when I stop and take my time and I'm not on a live freaking out. If I'm not nervous, I can crap pretty good. But if I'm nervous, I get ahead of myself. Darn it anyway. Okay, guys, so here's the little mouse coming out of the rock. Isn't that cute? I hope you can see it. And then there is the little bunny. And he is like he's hiding. He's trying to sneak underneath that bush there so he doesn't get caught. And then way over here, if I can find it, there's the little frog. The little frog is hiding in the plants. This little, look at this little table and chairs. Is that not the cutest little set? These are things that I got for a fairy garden. And then I put some little flower seat covers on it. And a little fake bake on the table there. That's a cabochon. I did not make that fake bake. And then you got all these little leaves and stuff with all the rhinestones. And it snakes up in the little house with the windows. I'm going to put brown rhinestones on all those windows and doors for trim. And then it just keeps going around. Look at all the half pearls that are on the vines, little flowers. And then this foliage over here, there's a little rock and little other little things. Look at this one, has little rhinestones on it. And so we need to come to this back here and add more foliage. Thanks, Dee. Thanks, Kay. How are you? Thank you, Kay. Okay, guys, so now let's work on some leaves together a little bit because I do have this red stuff out. Let's do that. I'll do the rhinestones, you guys. So what I'm going to do, my thought is that I'm going to put it around each of these little mushrooms. If you look on this mushroom right here, there's an indent. So there's little spaces, and on each of those little spaces, my plan is to put one of these 6mm red rhinestones. They're very pretty. My glue, I don't know what happened to my glue again. Okay. Oh gosh. All right, so let's just put a dot of glue all along here. And my little you-know-who is asleep. My husband is off work today. You wouldn't believe what happened to my husband, you guys. Our hospital is adding on to the hospital, and so they took the employees' parking lot away from the employees. And then they did not Uber, shuttering, where they shutter, or is that what it's called? Shutter? No. I don't know what it's called. Not shutter. Where they give you a ride to and from your vehicle. So they had people park far away, and then you could get a shuttle bus or whatever. Shuttle, that's what it is, shuttle you. But my husband's hours don't work for the shuttle. They're finished with it by the time he gets off work. And so he found a spot that he's been parking at for a year. And he had a special tag for this parking spot that he's been at for over a year. And they sent him an email. Somebody sent him an email. They changed their tags at the new year, and he'd missed that email. He didn't get it. Yes, Shuttle D. He missed that email. And he parks in his spot, you guys, that he's been parking at. Mind you, he's worked at the same hospital for 33 years, I think, 32 years. He got a $42 ticket, parking ticket from the college. So that poor man, he had to go today on his day off up to the college to pay this $42 fine. I felt so bad for him.
Why was that allowed?
I think it's I just think it's crazy that, no grace, no mercy. And he's not the only one that it happened to. A lot of people, they made a lot of money off the employees that day because people didn't know. They missed this email. Of course, it was sent during the holidays when people are busy, I think. And a lot of people evidently missed this email, but the college said, we sent out emails and you guys didn't change your tag on your vehicles, and so you have a ticket. $42 each. And then if you didn't pay it within a week or something, it would go up $10. So isn't that terrible? I think it's terrible to do, but I guess that's how they made a little bit of money. Okay, this looks cute. I'm glad I'm doing this, you guys. I do like this. Hi, Ramona. Hi, Mary. How are you? I was just telling a little story, you guys, about my husband and his parking situation. But what I'm working on today, if you just came in,
I got
is
many more stories if anyone wants to hear them.
Azrael has many more stories if anybody would like to hear them. He's someday, Azrael, you can go online and tell all your stories, okay, baby?
Okay, I have a video to watch, so...
All right, I'm going to work now, son.
I'll be very, very quiet.
Thank you, son. You never know what your kids are going to say, do you? Do you ever hold your breath when your kid says they want to say something? I don't know, Mary. I don't think it's a scam. It's real. It is a real parking ticket from the university that I guess the university handed out tags to the employees, maybe made a deal with the hospital or something, while they make this new huge addition to the hospital. And the addition is being made where the parking lot was for the employees before. It is a bummer. I mean, it's just part of life, but I think it's terrible that $42 is a lot, I think, for a parking fine. But I don't know. So that's where my husband is. Anyway, I told you that story because I said he was off work, but he's off trying to pay this parking ticket. So he'll be back, though, hopefully. And then if little Mr. Magoo wakes up, my husband will be here to play with him. If not, he'll be fine. Okay, so this is almost done, you guys. I've got like 5 more reds to put around the top of the house, and then I will show it to you. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? I'm adding to my fairy mushroom house, Ronnie. Stay right there, girlfriend. I'm getting ready to hold it up and show it, so hold on. It's a cute little thing. I don't know if you've already seen it or not. All right, so now the little mushroom roof has all of the red around it. Here's what I'm working on today, Ronnie. Today we're doing unfinished business. So this is my little fairy house that I made with air-dried clay. Oh, thank you so much, Ronnie. And then it's got a little fairy table and little, a cabochon with a fake bake on it. And it's got a little frog right there coming out of the bushes. And it's made out, I could take this up. It's a pop bottle, Ronnie. I upcycled a Pepsi pop bottle is what this little house is right here. And it's got little windows in it that really light up the bottom of it. I put a light up in there and it lights up. And then it's just got a lot of foliage on it. It's got a little bunny hiding in the corner right there. And a little mouse coming out of the bushes. Oh, and I have a spider too, you guys. Where did my little spider go? Here he is. Look, I have a creepy spider that I'm going to put on the whatever this leaf is over here. Forgot about him. Oh, thank you, Jolynn. Hi, Donna. How are you? Thank you. Thank you, you guys. It's a fun little thing to do. How many of you, when you were little girls, I loved making little doll houses and this little spider sliding. Hold on. I loved to make little doll houses and play Barbies and all the things. You know, take a cardboard box and make it into a little house. That was always so fun. So this is kind of right up my alley. Very fun. You get to be as creative as you want to be. You get to be a little girl again and make your little your little fairy house. It's so fun. A lot of these, that little table could have went outside, but we have so much cold usually that I didn't want to put stuff like that outside. Yeah, I have a wooden, I still, my playroom right now has two doll houses in it. Well, actually three. I have the Barbie dream house in there. And then I have the little Tykes big bar or big doll house. And then it has the uh, horse stall that goes with it. And it's got the little horses, and the little people are kind of flat, not flat, but their little legs don't move and they sit on the horses. And then I have another dollhouse. You open it up and the staircases come out on each side. That one I want to turn into a gingerbread house, but my kids say, no, not yet. So I'll wait. That would be you, Jolene? Yes. Okay, guys, so I added the icky spider to the leaf now. It's right there. Yuck. But you know what? It's outside, so of course, naturally, there are spiders, right? Okay, so I like this red. Did you guys see it? There's the red bling on the mushroom house. So now we need to finish that on these other little mushrooms. This might be all I get done with you guys is the red bling. Oh, Ronnie, even if you don't have a little girl, you're going to have fun. I have two boys here right now all the time, and um, it's fun. It's so great. My playroom is packed. I need to get rid of some things, but I have a hard time doing that. I do. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. I love the toys. I'm not terrible. I'm just a big little kid at heart, you guys. I am. I have the heart and the faith. It could just make me cry. I have the faith of a child. I do. And I don't know. I'm very childlike in my, I don't know. I just like to have fun. I just like to play and. I'm sure you can't wait, Ronnie. I am so excited for you guys. Oh my gosh. Please don't do that reveal before I get there on Wednesday. I'll be so sad. Well, I could watch the replay, but it just wouldn't be the same as seeing everybody's reaction in real time. It's exciting. So Ronnie on here, you guys, is the mother of Zach Huffnagel. They own Reese of Joy. I'm sure everybody on here knows you, Ronnie. But you can see that in me, Ronnie. Well, thank you. That's kind of silly, but it is me. And I'm like that in real life, you guys. It isn't fake on here or anything like that. It's even more so when, when I'm just with my family and stuff. But anyway, Ronnie is going to be a grandma for the first time. Shay, who is on here, she's going to be a grandma for the first time. And I think it's the greatest thing in the whole wide world is to be a grandma or a mom. It's just the best thing. The best thing ever. All right, so now we got our little red ones on that little window. That looks cute too. I said I'd show you each time. So here's that little window with the little red on it. And then we'll go over to this other little window. What time is it? I'll do this until 4:30, you guys. I'll do the blinging part. And then I will... Hi, Helen. How are you? You were watching replay. Well, I'm live right now, so thank you for joining me. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. I love you. So yes, 9 Eastern Standard Time, right? Because I have to be live from 7 to 8. 7 to 8 Eastern Standard Time. I will be with Adventures in Crafting. And then I'll be right over to Reese of Joy to be part of the pizza party and find out the gender reveal. Yeah, being a mom for me has been an amazing journey too. A lot of heartbreak too as they get older, I think. I think it gets hard as they get older, They get minds of their own and they get other influences through mates and the world. It's just a lot of things can change. You're 78, Rose? Oh, good for you. I'm 61. I am. I'm 61 and I love to play with Azrael and Crimson and all the other kids when they're here. But yeah, I have a lot of toys. We have a lot of I don't know. When Azrael was diagnosed, they said he'd never, that children with autism they don't use their imagination. And I thought, well, that's terrible. That's crazy. And so we hung out at Toys R Us a lot. Me and that little boy, we would go from Pier 1 Import to Toys R Us because I would tell him, if you be a good boy for Mama over here at Pier 1, then when we get done here, we'll go over to Toys R Us across the street and you'll get a new toy. And he would be so wonderful. And I had credit cards for both stores, of course. And we had a ball. We absolutely hung out at Pier 1 Import and Toys R Us a lot. It was great. It was really great.
Unfortunately, Macy's bought out Toys R Us, and now I can't have any toys.
Azrael just said, he's 17, you guys. He just said, unfortunately, Macy's bought out Toys R Us, and now I can't go have any toys. But he has toys. Hello, Janet. How are you? Thank you so much for sprinkling. Yeah, toys are important for children, I think. So we have lots of them. We like toys over here. And today I'm building my own little toy thing right here, huh? So how many of you... Uh-oh. Guess who just woke up, guys?
Oh, no.
Azrael, it's okay. Quit. Hi, baby. Okay, so there is that little house with its little mushroom roof. And then I'm going to do this last one right here. And then it'll be 4:30, and then we'll switch over to clay. They did, Ronnie, they loved it. Yeah, Toys R Us was a fun store, I thought. I really did. Thank you, Robin. Hi, Barbara. That's no problem. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm just adding bling to a project that I had already had started. Today our assignment was to finish up something on our craft table that we had started and hadn't finished. And so I have had this little fairy... Ooh, hold on, guys. I've had this little fairy garden for about a year, maybe not a year, and I never finished it. And so today I'm working on it. This is what I'm working on, Barbara. So that is no problem that you're late. I'm glad you're here. No problem. It is hands-on imagination, Jolene. It's amazing. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better, Janet. You've been down a long time with that. Goodness gracious. Whatever this thing is that people are getting, it's keeping them down for quite a while. Not everybody that gets it, but some people for sure. Okay, so this is the last part that I'm going to do with you guys as far as blinging. And then I will wipe my table and we'll do some leaves. We'll get some clay out and we'll make some leaves. Sound good? We'll add to the back of my little house here. Someday I would like to have one of those turning things. I see Debbie with Paper Sweeties. She always puts her little projects on it and it spins it around. I see people have them on their trees. It's like a tree spinner, a turner. I would love to have my projects like this little house on something like that, spinning it so you see all the way around your project. And that's why it's important to have the whole entire thing, front and back, all the way around, completely done. Thanks, Brenda. Thank you, Barbara. All right, guys, this is the last two little red things, and then we'll do clay. All right, so there we go. I got all the little mushrooms all blinged up with red, so that makes me very happy. That's been something that I've been wanting to do. I needed to order those red in. I didn't have them until recently, So there they are. And now we're going to work on this area right here. And we're going to make more of the leaves like you see here. So we're going to be cutting leaves and putting lines in them. And right here's some more. And I'll be blinging them up with rhinestones and half pearls. So let's get our project turned around. And we'll start some leaves. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. And we'll move this stuff over to here. Move that right there. All right, guys. This will be enough surface. You don't need a lot of surface to do a little tiny green leaf, but let me grab some green clay. First, I got to make sure that this green will work. Hold on. That might be too light. Let me get a different green. I really like, oh, there went the bags of clay, guys. Those are my open bags of clay, you guys, and they're on a shelf. And so then when I move one bag, they all come tumbling out. You got to go, Ronnie. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for stopping in and seeing me. And I will talk to you later on, probably tonight, maybe. I don't know. Thank you for stopping in. Bye. Ramona, you will love this when you start doing it. They're fun to do. It's just relaxing. It's relaxing to sit and make something little like this. I think. What, honey?
Did I hear goodbye?
Oh, yeah. I was telling Ronnie goodbye. She had to go. Okay, so this is a different color than these other ones. I'm going to use some of this. I guess it's the color I've got over on that one leaf over there. Azrael, turn that down.
I'm sorry, Mom. I thought you said...
No, honey. I said goodbye to one person. I'm still live. We're going to turn that TV up, you guys. Hi, Helen. How are you? Thank you so much for coming and joining me. I'm working on my little fairy house today. I'll move this back just a little bit. I'm working on my little fairy house and adding leaves and bling to it. This is a little fairy house. And then I'm adding leaves to the back of it. So to do leaves, you guys, what I do is I roll my clay out. I do my leaves by hand. Sometimes you can use, you can use a mold. You can use a cookie cutter, however you want to do it. For this little house here, I have been cutting my leaves by hand. I've always enjoyed drawing leaves and flowers. I don't know why. I enjoy it. And so this is how I do my leaves. I do them by hand. So I just take my X-Acto knife or my scissors, whichever. And I just cut out a leaf. All right, so there is a leaf. Oh, and there it went on the floor. Oh, it's not bad, though. My son said today, Mom, look at all the stuff that's on your floor. I have all kinds of things that have fallen, while I'm crafting all week long. Little foam beads and, I had all kinds of stuff down there. I don't dare vacuum until I get down on my hands and knees and pick it all up. Thank you so much, Jolene. It is really pretty, you guys. Always cover your X-Acto knife if you're not, like using it right at the moment. Okay, so then you're just going to see me play along with this leaf, you guys. I'm going to take out some tools and, hope that didn't hurt anything. I have to have my house phone here so I can see what time it is so I know when to end my live, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to use a couple of these tools. I'm going to use this one. Get a couple more here. Okay, these are some of my tools that I'll use that are great for poking. You can do different things. Look at the different ends on these. These are clay tools. And you can just get different results. This one, of course, I'm going to put my lines in right now. So I just take my my clay and I put a deep enough line that it won't puff out on me. And then I just go up the leaf and put my little lines for the variegated thing all the way up. Just like when you're drawing a leaf. So there's that. And then I like to take them and fold them and maneuver them and make them come to life. Make them look like they're bent, like they're growing, like they're alive. And so this one is going to go, I'm going to use a little bit of tacky glue because this other clay is pretty dry and I want to make sure that I have a good stick. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. And then I'm going to take that one and I'm going to maneuver it. Okay, so there's the one that I just made. You can see it right there. Okay. And now we'll put in another one next to it. And that's how I do it, you guys. I just go around and do all my lines. Helen, I'm glad you're doing fine. I'm so glad that you're here with us. Okay, now I'm going to take another one of that color and put it on the other side. And then when I come back in with the bling on all of these, I'm not going to do that with you guys here right now. I will do that when I get off of here. But all these leaves will have half pearls, rhinestones, all kinds of stuff on them, like you saw the other ones. I'll put little flowers in like I did on the vine. It'll have all kinds of fun stuff on it. So how many of you would like to make your own little thing like this of air dry clay? Or how many of you in the summertime like to make a little fairy garden out in your planters? Or in your, oh, I've got glue on my thumb, you guys, hold on. Or like to put it in, hi Bev, how are you? I like to put, I have several bird baths, you guys. Some of them are really old and wouldn't really hold water. And so I've turned them into planters. And I like to put little rocks and things in there. Not necessarily a fairy garden, but I do like to have, you know, different little things in there and make it look, instead of just being just a regular old planter, I like to decorate my plants up. How are you doing today, Bev? Okay, so this one, I'm going to make it a little bit shorter than that last one. And this one, we're going to kind of cut the same way, kind of. See, I just do the first cut like that on one side. Then I come back in. And do the other side. And sometimes you can take your scissors if you didn't get the exact cut that you want and make it a sharper point. This one is a nice big thick leaf. How thick that is. Nice and thick. So here it is. And now we'll put our lines in it. How are you all doing today? Does it feel like a Monday to you guys? I don't know why. I feel so tired today. I think I stayed up way too late last night, maybe. I know I did. I stay up with my son until 1 in the morning, you guys, and then I'm up at 6:30 for my daughter and the baby because I got to get in the shower and everything, and I just don't get enough sleep. And sometimes I'll take a nap with the baby, which I love to do. How many of you take naps? I love to lay down with the baby for, 20 minutes of his nap time and close my eyes. I love it. But today I had to come on here, so I couldn't do my nap. And that's all right. I'd rather be here with you guys. All right, so I just ran a line like that down the center of it. Okay. And then this one I want to do a little bit different like I did some of these other ones. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to put the lines in like I did the other one. But then I'm going to go over here on the side. Okay, so there's some little lines in the middle of it. But now I want to take my ball tool right here. This is a ball tool. And I'm not going to use the tip of it. I'm going to use this the little bar part right here. This part right here. In between the round ball and the blue, there's a little space there. And I'm actually going to use this one because it's thicker. And I'm just going to go all along here and I'm going to make an indent. Kind of like I did on the mushroom things. And I'm just going to give this leaf a little more detail. Our designs, the more detail you can give it, the better. Wait till you see this when I lift it up, you guys. Just doing this one little thing, putting these little tiny pushes into the side of that leaf, completely changes the look of it. Look at that. See how pretty that is? And all I did was take that little tiny tool and push in a little bit on each of those areas. Right there, you can see it. I'm trying to get, there you go. Right there. That's all I did was push it in. I like that. That looks really pretty. So this little leaf, I want this one to be like, not covering up that one. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of glue right here. I hope this isn't boring for you guys. I always worry about doing this tedious little things. I enjoy very much watching when other people do it. I just don't know how much people want to watch me do it. Okay, so here's this leaf. There's the leaf that was there, okay, with the spider on it. You turn it around, and there's the leaf that I just added. And it's just kind of up on the house a little bit and over that way. Something else will go in that area right here. Something will go in there. There's that little leaf. It's going to be beautiful when it's all blinged up. So see, we're closing that gap in the back. So now we need something in the middle. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I'm working on this little tiny fairy house, Crystal. This is something that I had started some months ago, and I never finished it. I needed to put more foliage here in the back. I blinged up my little mushroom roofs, added some little creatures to it, and so that's what I'm doing today for my unfinished business project. I'm just working on this little fairy house. I'm glad that I chose this to do. Well, thank you, Bev. I love being here with you guys. I do. It's like you're at my table with me. I know that's silly. I can't explain it, you guys. I cannot explain how I can get on here and I just talk to you guys, and it feels like you're here with me and we're visiting, and I enjoy your company so much. So thanks for stopping by my house. It's fun. I like being on live with everybody. I do. I'm so glad that I got my act together and started going live. It's enjoyable. Very, very much. Okay, the only problem with this one, I was going to roll this one out, and I think I will. Look at how this is the same color as that grass. And it's the same color as my vines up there. And I do have two little leaves. When you turn it around the front, there's this leaf and this leaf over here, and they are the same color. So I don't think I want to do that one. I think I will use that lighter neon green, because there are neon, thanks Crystal, there are neon green plants in the jungle. At the mushroom place, at my mushroom place there are. So we'll use some of this. And it'll just give me a different green. Oh, I see another green I can use too. A blue green. Thank you, Karen. I look forward to watching you. Well, thank you. I'm on at 11 o'clock at night. Oh, gosh. It's the perfect time for you. Oh, good. Oh, Karen, I'm so glad to hear that because I feel so bad. It's 9 o'clock for me when it's your 11 o'clock. And so I do feel bad about coming on that time of night. And, you know, part of me, my husband goes, you're going live? Because the man literally, you guys, is walking in the front door from working all day. And I say, hi, sweetheart, here's your cup of coffee. I got to go live. But it's only for 30 minutes. And it just kind of gives me, you know, I just kind of like that little bit of time. But my 30 days are almost up, you guys. My 30 minute for 30 days. I'm on day 28. So tonight, I think 28 or 29. We'll be together tonight for 30 minutes. But today we're here for an hour together. And I so enjoy it. I do. I like being here. All right, so this one, I need to look at this for a minute. And I'm going to make a leaf that's coming out. I'm going to make something that comes down out of here and goes straight down, okay? So hold on for just a second. I got to kind of look at it and see what my little heart says to cut and do. Karen, I'm so glad that you like being live at that time of night. That makes me happy. Thank you. Are you guys afraid of your X-Acto knife? I have a deep respect for anything sharp, that's for sure. Somebody on here said they don't like knives. It's Maricela. She said that she does not like knives down in the dishwater and stuff, and that I think it was her stepmom or somebody, her mom, stepmom, somebody would always, when she had to wash the dishes, there would be knives in the sink. And my mom always taught us to put the knives off to the side and wash them, you know, separate. Never put them down in the water because you can't see them buggers under there. Well, hello, Coastal Creations. How are you? I cannot remember your name. I'm so sorry. You'll have to tell me your name again. Is it Becca? I can't remember. You'll have to come and tell me your name, and then hopefully I will remember it. I am getting better about remembering people's names on here, believe it or not. I am. All right, this one here. That one's too big. So let's cut it a little bit smaller. Chris, thank you. The K is for Chris, I'm assuming. Well, thank you, Chris, so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Oh, you were on here last night, right? And I said, welcome to Home for Every Season, I think. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Rose. Yeah, it is going to be vine-like. I want to get a leaf in there first, though. Okay. All right. Now we're going to put our lines in it. And this one I'm going to do, you'll see when I lift it up, you guys. It's going to be like a palm. I've got some in the front that are like this. And instead of putting little lines and skipping spaces, I'm putting the lines really close to each other. The whole way up on each side. Okay, so this one is going to look like this, kind of like a palm frond. I'll get out of the way and then it'll focus on it. I don't know. Is it still trying to focus on my face? Isn't that weird, you guys? Okay, there's that one. That camera's weird. If your face is anywhere in there, a lot of us didn't know that, and Lydia would be telling us, cover your face. So we've all learned, thank God for Lydia. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it, Crystal? Yes, Ramona, she asked her grandma not to do that because she was afraid of getting cut. Yes, it was Maudie that said that. Yeah. Okay, guys, so this one is going to go over here. And it's going to come out like that. And then it's going to have a big flower right there coming out of all these leaves that I'm putting on here. So I need this tacky glue. Hi, Diane. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. Today, Diane, I am working on unfinished business. And my unfinished business project is a little fairy garden that I started. I'll hold it up and show it to you, unless you've already seen it. I don't know how long you've been here. Okay, so this one's going to go... Hold on, guys. I got to get my hand in here. That one's going to go like that. I just got to hold it for just a second. You got stabbed so many times. Oh, gosh. I would cry. You know, it's really... I have forks that are sharp. There's nothing worse than putting your hand in and that fork tine going underneath your fingernail. Right? It's painful. It's as painful can be, you guys. So did you guys watch the lineup today at all? Have you been enjoying the lineup and seeing everybody on here? I am the end today. I seem to be the caboose a lot on the groups. They put me at the end of the thing. But today I am the last one on. They bumped my hour up. One of our presenters needed a little bit of time off. And so my time was normally ending at 6. Well, 7 for you guys. I get the times all mixed up. Okay, here is where I put that leaf there. All right. So let me get my face up. So we added this leaf, we added this leaf, and then right here in between these leaves, I'll have a real pretty bright flower. Maybe an orange flower will be coming out of here. And then here's a leaf over here. And so those will all be blinged up. I'm glad I'm finally getting the foliage in the back done. I've got about 12 more minutes with you guys, so we have time to get a couple more leaves done. I'm going to grab this other color of clay that I just saw. You've been watching both groups, Heidi? It gets hard to watch everybody, doesn't it? Yeah. You just found me, Diane? Well, thank you. Welcome to Home for Every Season. I'm so glad that you're here with me. Thank you so much. I am an hour earlier, Ramona. Yeah, they had to bump my time up because instead of us having that gap, one of the presenters, her daughter is in dance class or sports or something, and so she needed a little bit of time off for that sport. And so instead of having an hour space in between Shay and me, we just bumped me up. So then I'm on an hour early now. Yeah, thanks, Diane. Okay, guys, let's grab this other. Let me put some of this clay off my table. I'm not going to have room here. And I have this real pretty, this one. I haven't been telling you guys the colors. I'm so sorry. This one is emerald green. It is a firm clay by Glitz and Glue. And look at the color of it. I like this one. It's kind of a bluish green. I think emerald green is usually dark green, but this one is titled Emerald Green. It is gorgeous. Look at this. Very pretty color. I think this might be the one that's up front instead of the darker one. So we're going to use that. Okay, so how many of you do a fairy garden? Anybody? Yes, no? How many of you would like to do a fairy garden? I have a bunch of little things. Our sewer line, we had to replace our sewer line. It's been a few years now. And you like that color, this one, Robin? Isn't it pretty? You can get it from Glitz and Glue, firm emerald green. We had to redo our sewer line, and so at that time, while we were waiting to get the sewer line done and get the loan and everything to do it, because it's very expensive, you guys, to redo your whole sewer line out in your yard. So plan for that in case it ever happens to you. But I had to go to the laundromat, and so one of the ladies that worked at the laundromat. We became friends. Imagine that, you guys. I made friends with the people at the laundromat, and she blessed me with this whole box of little things that you would make, magical little fairy gardens. It was wonderful. I got all kinds. That little chair and table were part of that. And so I will be doing more things like this. It's just, it's time consuming, but man, I love it. I love to just sit here and play with this clay. And like my husband said, are you getting ready to make more bunnies? Because I have a lot of bunnies. I'll be selling my bunnies, you guys. I have a lot of things for sale. A lot. Everything I've ever made, you guys, I still have it. And I take amazingly good care of it and keep it safe and sound until I'm ready to do live sales. So I have all my stuff. All right, let's do this glue. This clay is drier. You want to do one of these, Ramona? You'll love it. Do it. You'll have fun with it, you guys. Try it. Give it a little try. Okay, this one I want to do... this one I wanted... I don't want to do this one like the other ones. I'm going to cut this one. Well, I don't even need to cut it like that, you guys. Hold on. I'm going to make a worm. Who was it that said make it like a vine? Make it vine-like. Who said that earlier? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it come off this other green one. You do fairy garden on your back porch in an old bird bath. Awesome, Rose. You should take a picture of that and post it for us. I love seeing things like that. I do. They're cute. I have a lot of little... hopefully this year I can get into all of that. I took some time off from the yard. When they redid my sewer line, you guys, oh my gosh, it broke my heart. I had the most beautiful yard. Hi, Laura. How are you? I had a beautiful yard, and when they dig up your sewer line, you guys, it destroys your yard. I'm not kidding you. You can't imagine the big holes and the piles of dirt, and everything gets dug up and moved. I've got plants all over my yard. It's crazy where things came up, and it's just because the dirt got moved. And we moved my hostas so that I wouldn't lose my hostas. And even some of my hostas came up in different spots. So it's time to get back there and get that yard done better again. Okay, guys, so now I'm just taking this little worm. Okay, I just have a worm. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to start up here. I don't know how much of this you'll be able to see, you guys. I'm just going to start right here. If nothing else, I'll flip it around and show it to you when I get it all done, okay? What, honey?
Nothing.
Everything is having to be glued, you guys, because this other clay has been sitting for so long. It is extremely dry, so the other clay is not sticking to it at all, which is fine. That's not a big deal. I can just stick my little bit of tacky glue on there. And then this clay is looking like it's really old. It should stick to itself fine. I have to really plan where I'm going with this one. It's just dry back here. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. Just finishing up this little project here, and then on to the next thing for the night, right? I'll probably sit here for a little bit and work on this. Just because I'm enjoying it. very much. Okay, guys. This will have half pearls. Just like on, okay, see how this one is right here? And it's got the little flowers and a little half pearls on it? This one that I just added back here, this one will be like that. It'll have little pearls all around it. It'll have little flowers. The flowers won't be the same color as up here, though, because it's a different vine. So, like I said, I think I'm going to do a nice orange flower right here in this area. And then, oops, and then on here I'll do something, I don't know, maybe yellow. There's some really cute little yellow flowers up here. Aren't those cute? So just, I'll do more little flowers and stuff. But that's my project, you guys. That was my unfinished business that I decided to come on and sit and do with you. I hope it wasn't too boring to sit here and watch me add bling to clay. I'd like to look at you guys and visit with you while I'm working, but sometimes you got to put your head down and get to work. Thank you so much, Laura. So I'll give you guys one more peek, and then I'm going to hop off of here. So this is my little fairy garden. Let me get my head out of there. It's made out of a recycled pop bottle. I need to be careful taking this off because I added those little red stones on there. Okay, so this was an old pop bottle. There you see it. And I cut holes. I didn't cut holes in the windows. I cut holes in the clay. If you look, the little window right there, you can see it. So I just cut the clay to look like a window. Same with the door right there. And the little window over here. You can kind of see the light through it. See that? And then there's a little window on the other side too. When I put the little candle up in the bottom right here, I use a little, just one of those little faux candles that looks like a little tea light candle. It's battery operated, and you stick it up inside of there, and then this lights up. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very much. Hi, Barbara. Thank you, Debbie. It is a beautiful upcycle. Yes, look around your house, you guys. Get creative with your garbage. No, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a great idea. It wasn't my idea, you guys. It was a Japanese artist, or I think it's Japanese, that I love to watch work with clay. I can't even pronounce the name. I don't even know how to say it. But I saw him or her. They never talk. They never show their face. They just have this beautiful Japanese music playing, and they go really, 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 really fast. It's like fast forward. You have like 1 second, 2 seconds to see their hand just moving, 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 moving. And so to get an idea of how to do it, it'll give you an idea, but you really need to be able to figure some stuff out on your own, because it won't tell you how to do it. So you have to, use your imagination on some of it. But that is where the idea originally came from, was that Japanese artist on this video that I like to watch, and I watch that artist a lot, and they do amazing, amazing things. Like Ibiyanara or something like that. I don't know. Look up Japanese clay art, you guys. You'll find it. They make little tiny villages like this. All kinds of fun stuff. It'll get you inspired, believe me. So you guys have a great night. I will be on again tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my 30-minute challenge. And I'll be on again tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing. I will be back with you guys on Wednesday with Debbie's Crafters and Marketplace for... what is our thing? Let me think a second, you guys. I can't remember right now. It's on my page. Debbie, what is our theme? Do you remember? Oh, it's our favorite. No, that's later on. That's down the road. I don't know what it is, you guys. I apologize. I can't remember. But that day, I will be on at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon. So come and join me on Wednesday with Debbie's Crafters and Marketplace. And then tonight, 11 p.m., just to do my 30-minute challenge. And tomorrow, at some point, a couple of times, to fulfill all of my obligations of going live and enjoying every second of it. I'm loving this. So you guys have a great night. Go get some dinner, relax a little, and I'll see you back in a little bit maybe. Bye, guys.